Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about the topic that everyone is interested in, aka re-rolling. Now, the first question is, do you need to re-roll? Absolutely not. But if you do want to re-roll and get yourself like a 3 or 4 star XXL body, then you have come to the right video. So, there are actually 3 types of re-rolling. I will discuss it in a very particular detail. First things first, if you start a new account, right? The first thing that you're going to do is definitely pull on the banner. That's definitely the first thing that you will do. It's most likely going to be this banner. You can pull it 10 times, and if you don't get an XXL body, you switch guest account. That is the basic re-rolling. But we are not going to talk about that kind of re-rolling. In this video, we will talk about the re-rolling that lasts for like 3 to 4 days actually. So, without further ado, let's start. First things first, for example, if you just started an account, well, first things first, this is actually not my main account, this is my alt account. I actually make like 2 to 3 accounts for the past few days for this video. Not really, I'm actually kinda bored. Well, let's just say it's for the sake of this video. I min-maxed everything. So first things first, day 1. You are going to clear story mode up till chapter 4. Chapter 4 is doable for day 1. Yes, you heard me right. Once you're done with chapter 4, you are definitely going to have enough pulls for both the standard banner and the limited banner. The one thing that you want from the limited banner is definitely the DPS or anyone from the rate ups. Currently, the banner is pretty good. If you haven't watched my video about the banner breakdown, you should go check it out. So let's say I want to reroll efficiently for like Loki. Sure, if you win all of your 50-50s, then you are most likely going to have 1 or 2 star Loki by the end of your first day. That is almost guaranteed. But if you don't, then you just re-roll. But if you're patient enough, then you just keep on rolling. That's it. Also, if you get like Beernox or Mang in this banner up to like 1 or 2 star, then you still kinda win in this account. You can just bind it. Then if you still have enough, well, the first things first is that do not use the gems. That's right. Whatever you do, do not use your gems. That's the first mistake everyone does, including me. Not even on the standard banner. So, how do you use your gems? First things first, you go to the shop and go to the packs, and you buy this one. This pack is very important. Once you get it, you can use your leftover gems for anything else. But preferably you use it here on the market. This is actually me being desperate, so don't follow it. You first, if you have like, what's it called again? If you have like the ticket to re-roll the shop, the market, then use it. If not, then you can use the gems as well. Like here, I re-roll the shop. Of course, get the free thing. And what you want here is the discounted bell. Here, I use like 5 gems to re-roll the market, and I get a silver bell for 10. So that means I just spent like 15 gems for a single pull, instead of summoning with like 1 bell over here, which will cost a lot more. A single pull costs like 20 gems, so keep that in mind. Well, for the premium one, A single bell costs like 30 gems or so. Alright then. You just reroll the market, get the bells, and don't use your gems for anything else. That's it. Not even this one. This is a scam. A huge scam. Be patient and don't click on this one. That's the number one mistake everyone does, including me. Next up, day 2. What you do on day 2 is completely up to you. But first things first, on the day 2 account, you can definitely clear up to chapter 5 or chapter 6. But realistically, you are definitely going to clear up till chapter 5. Once you're done with chapter 5, you go to the hard mode and clear up till chapter 3 hard mode. For the units that you should be raising as a new account is, well, the first things first is definitely the XXL that you want, the healer that you get from the banner, or if you don't get the healer from the banner, you can raise Kantos, or if you get, who's his name again? Byun Wogyu, then you can raise them as well. It's fine. The one with the higher star, you go raise them. Next, for example, if you don't get Bjornox, it's also completely fine because there is Dalawan. And for example, during the early game, if you have already raised Dalawan, then you shouldn't raise Bjornox again. You raise Bjornox after day 5. That is when your account has stabilized. It's completely fine to raise Dalawan over Bjornox. It's completely fine. Don't worry about it. Shibahiko is a trap. You do not raise him until day 5. And there are 2 important units that you want to raise. For example, if you got Captain Loke as your DPS, then the one thing that you want to raise is Jeffrey. Jeffrey is important because of his ultimate, where EX heal actually, where he reduces the target's attack by 45%. The reason why I said Jeffrey is very important is because Jeffrey is going to be very important on the last battle over here against this boss. And if you are watching this video while the Island Escape event is still up, then Jeffrey is also important for both Breakthrough 5, this boss, and Trial 2. So go raise Jeffrey. If your main DPS is Taeyang Suyi, then you raise Model AZ instead of Jeffrey. But to be safe, you raise both of them, Jeffrey and Model AZ. Also, if you are going to raise a DPS, do note that the first thing that you want to raise is their basic attack. Very important. Because look at this. This is a 100% multiplier compared to a level 1 of 120%. That is like 20% less. But considering that raising a basic attack is really cheap, you should actually do that during the early game. Like, you can actually do that on like day 1. Yeah, you can actually do it on day 1. It's very, very, very simple. Then what's your team example? For example, let me just start a completely new team, like over here. For example, you start off with Byun Wogyu. It should be completely fine as well. And then you, for example, I don't have Bjornox, then you go for Dalawan. It's completely fine, since he also buffs healing, which is good for harder stages anyway, whatever. Then you go pick Jeffrey and Model AZ and your preferred DPS. But if you have Bjornox early on, then you switch out Dalawan for Bjornox. But remember, if you already raised Dalawan, you raise Bjornox on day 5. Do remember that. And if you already raised Byun Wogyu, then do not raise the Mang that you just got. It's a waste of resources for the early game. You raise them like after you stabilize, so it's fine. Then you raise Jeffrey and Model AC, also your DPS. This is going to be your team that you're going to use for like a long while, so don't worry about it. Confirm, whatever. Then day 3. What should you do on day 3? On day 3, I would expect you to finish chapter 6. Clear chapter 6 with the team that I just showed you. And hard mode. Hard mode should be doable up till 5. During day 3, if you're patient, then there is a very high chance that you will get a 3-star XXL buddy. Or 2 of them, if you're lucky. But at least 1, if you know what I mean. So it's completely fine. Also, if you're kinda unlucky and you don't feel like the day 3 is worth it, then you can probably re-roll on day 1, or you can just drop the account that is on day 3 and start over. It's also completely fine. But do note that you don't really have to re-roll in this game. Really, you don't really have to re-roll in this game. Also, on day 4 or day 3, once you're done with the story mode, the chapter 6, not hard mode, chapter 6 of the main quest story mode, you can start the event. Where is it? Yes, over here. You can start the event. And you should be able to clear like break to 5 with the team that I just showed you. Like, let's just say Dalawan. This is just going to be an example. Dalawan, Byunwogyu, probably. I don't know if you can survive. Let's just say Jeffrey, Model AZ, and a random DPS. Like, for example, if I don't get Captain Loke and I only got Tying Suyi, then, for example, this is going to be your team, right? And let's just do an example on the Breakthrough 5 with 2 of you. This is an example run, so you can clearly tell that this is full auto. I am not going to guard, I am not going to manage anything. This is completely auto. As you can see, the first few turns, the boss definitely hurts. And since the boss does his AoE every 3 turns, there is a very high chance these 2 ultimates will land their debuffs during the ult. As you can see, there's barely any damage. My Byun is still very healthy. Like, it's barely even 10k HP. So, yeah, you kinda get it at this point. I don't have to continue. But this is a full auto with both Jeffrey and Model AZ. The same also applies to if you fight Chapter 6. And for the event, if you want to do the trials, it's also very doable with both Jeffrey and Model AZ. But for Trial 1, it's a bit difficult because you need to kill the Red Bull first and you need to micromanage your HP. Like a team level of 32 or 30, actually, it's actually possible. So you don't have to worry about it. As long as you hyper invest in your DPS should be like level 35. The rest of the team can be level 30. Beyond at level 25, it's definitely not enough. I can just show you. Beyond is definitely not going to survive this. But who knows? going to shield up. What the fuck? Never mind. Well, it's a bit RNG, but like, you get the drill. Trial 2 is at least, well, you can clear Trial 2 easily with this team. As long as the boss don't like burst down your low HP units. Just make sure the highest HP unit in your team is like at slot 3 and slot 5, because they attack those slots very often. But yeah, that's it. That should be enough for you to reroll for a really good account. Quote unquote good account. Like, what's a good account actually? It's just like, well, if you already have like a 2-star XXL, it's technically already a good account. But like having a 3-star XXL with sigil on, it just changes everything. So, should you reroll actually on this game? Not really. It takes quite a while and a bit of RNG and strategizing, but it's worth it. Then what should you do on like day 4 or day 5 once you have finished like the trials? Like, even if you don't clear the trials, breakthrough 5 is also kinda enough. You go to the market, you buy out every single one of the mega energy drinks over here. You go back and fast run everything. Or should I say just fast run the last stage that you can do. Over here, the progress is very linear. You go back to the market, you buy every single skill card ticket, or actually, you don't buy the silver bell or the gold bell first because those are expensive. You can buy the rainbow gem if you want to like reroll for bells in the market. Like over here on the daily, it's up to you. But the first thing that you definitely want to buy is the skill card ticket. Why actually? The skill card ticket is important for raising the basic attack and the skill for Jeffrey, Model AZ, and your Captain Loki or any DPS. Like if you got Tying Sui, you raise Tying Sui instead. Then, for example, if you got Captain Loki and Jeffrey with Meng, you are definitely able to clear the Omni Trials, the Torrent alone here up till Torrent 45 with only these 3. Yeah, it's very possible. So yeah, is it worth re-rolling? Still not really, but it kinda improves your quality of life in the short run, but it doesn't really matter in the long run. Like for example, Captain Loki struggles with a lot of wood content. Like I can just show you. I don't really like using Beernox even though he's good, but let me just do this. Oh, by the way, this patch, what's it called again? Yuhi bug has already been fixed. I only use Yuhi for the AoE. For these kinds of stages, you burst down the healer first. After that, definitely going to hit Dalawan, yeah. You guard Dalawan, or if you have Beernox, it's definitely resistant to Cold B. You don't have to guard Dalawan. You then move on to the one with crowd control. Yeah, around like this. The reason why I like Dalawan is because he heals quite a bit. And Jeffrey, attack debuff set to you, poison set to you. Even with the nerf, Yuhi is still doing quite well, see? A good chunk of damage. Then you clear the rest of the DPS. Just make sure if your Dalawan's HP is full, you guard Dalawan so that they don't hit your Dalawan. This is if your Dalawan is like at low level. And next you just clear everything else. Pretty simple. Your account should be able to clear higher floors, I'm just lazy. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and don't forget to stay horny.